Hey everyone, so I am back with another update on my channel, and it has now been just over 7 months. My very first video was posted in September of 2024, September 13th. And so now we're at 7 months and a few days, and I waited a little bit because I wanted to make sure that this video happened at this time. And the reason is because today I am officially a monetized partner on YouTube, which is fantastic. So I'm so grateful for all of you who have been watching my videos, who've been subscribing and liking and getting me to this point. It's exciting to see. And for those of you who watched these videos in the past, you know that was never my first intention of making these videos. It wasn't, monetization from the beginning, and that's just the direction I was going in. Initially, I just made the videos for myself to get some songs out there, and then as I noticed that it was connecting with people and they were enjoying them, then I wanted to be able to build that community together. So that was kind of just where these videos came from. And if you're new to my channel, you haven't seen any of my videos before, primarily for the first 6 months, I just did mostly cover songs, a few original songs here and there, and a few just updates like this on what was happening with my channel just along the way. But realistically, the majority of it was covers, or I was taking like a short of a portion of these covers and posting those as shorts. So that was most of the content. And what I had mentioned for month 6, before I started doing guitar lesson videos, was my subscriber count was at about 350-ish or so, 350, 360, somewhere in there. And that number has greatly increased to the point where I can be monetized. And the reason was because of a few of these videos here. So we'll jump over to my analytics and take a look. So you can see now that my subscriber count is at 1,321, which is huge. It's a huge jump, almost 1,000 from where I was at the beginning of month 6. And then you can see that 2 of my top videos for this period of time are both these guitar playing videos. And this top one has been the main guitar video that people have been watching, which is, it's just been a surprise to me. It's been a real blessing to have this video do so well. But basically, if you look, you've got 843 subscribers off of this one video, which is nearly what you need to actually be monetized on YouTube. And then your watch time is 3,000 hours just on this one video. So if you know about monetization and how you're actually accepted into the partner program, your first step is you need 3,000 watch hours and 500 subscribers. So this one video actually took care of those requirements just on its own, which is amazing. And that all happened within a month's time. So that's just, yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to say. It was a surprise to me off of what I had seen earlier on, again, looking at, lower watch hours and also a subscriber count of like 360 or so subscribers. Like, I was anticipating, if I was even going to get monetized, that it would be at least a year, if not a little more than that, before that even happened for me. So this has been just a real amazing thing to get to experience, and I'm thankful to everyone who's been watching this video and enjoying it and learning from it. And yeah, even if you look at this section here where you can see views, like on average right now, it's about 150 views or so per day on this video, which is way more than most of my other videos. And actually, it's probably way more than most of the total views on any of my other videos per day. So there's that. But at one point, when it was really like at its peak, it was at about 2,000 views per day. So this number here over a 48-hour period was over 4,000 for a few days in a row, which was just, I mean, that kind of blew my mind for a little bit there. But that was really great. So this video got me most of the way there. And the reason that it is, and I think this is important to kind of consider, especially if you're earlier on in this process for yourself. There's a lot of like guru people out there or experts on YouTube who are, their whole game is teaching you how to have a successful YouTube channel. And all their videos are about this. And all they're doing is they're capitalizing on people who want to be monetized on YouTube. And they're giving you this content that is supposed to help you get there, right? And that's how they built their channel. Like, that is the content that they're using to build their own monetization. and to get paid at the end of the month. But what a lot of them are telling you is to basically rip off other people's information or their videos, or position your videos in a way that realistically is just clickbait or false information. But as long as it gets you to be monetized, then they're going to get you there in the shortest amount of time. And I understand that for, making money, and if that's your whole goal, then whatever. But I don't think we need more content like that on the internet. I don't think we need more regurgitated information or fake information or clickbait videos. Like, I think there's enough of that already. I don't know if we need any more of it. But what people seem to still connect with, and that I think this video proves that, is even though I'm a small channel, or I was a smaller channel at the time, you have a video that's me just taking what I've learned on guitar and going, hey, look, I want to make this as easy as possible so that someone can jump right into playing guitar, and hopefully even for people who have tried before and have been unsuccessful, that this could be what they need to get themselves going. And I'm teaching a skill, right? Like, I'm taking something that has value and I'm giving it to someone. And if you have value in your videos, if you're passing value along to someone else, I think that still holds weight. I think people still appreciate that. And that's why I personally saw these views and these watch hours and these subscribers come in on this video, because people are watching it and they're saying, hey, I'm getting something from this that I appreciate, right? It's not the same clickbait stuff. It's not any of that. It's something with value. So I'm not saying that you have to have a real, like, commonly recognized skill, like, oh, musicians, that's a skill, fine. Athletes, there's a skill you can teach there. Artists, whatever it is. You can honestly just break this down to even smaller things, right? Like, you may say to yourself, I don't have a hobby, I don't have a skill. Well, there's something that you do that you could teach someone else to do, right? It could be cooking, it could be cleaning, it could be you could honestly be someone who is really good at posting things on social media, right? Like, you're good at curating a collection of content and teaching that to someone else. They need to know it because they're not good at that, and that could be your skill to impart to someone else. It could be, you build models, or you have collectibles or something that you're sharing about, or how you find them or purchase them, or put the collection together, whatever it is. Like, there's probably something in your life, if you really think about it, that you have a skill in that you could teach someone else, right? As simple as it may seem to you, whatever it is that you do well, to someone else it may be a mountain to climb, right? It may be a very difficult thing that they cannot comprehend it on their own, but they need someone to break it down for them. And that's all that I've done in this video. Like, I'm not teaching in a typical method of playing guitar. I'm just showing you how I play guitar to keep things simple, so I don't have to focus so much on the guitar playing. So if you can give a skill, if you can add value to someone's life in your video, then I believe honestly that it's going to find the right people, and you're going to get those views. You're going to get the watch time. You're going to get the subscribers, because you're giving something of value to people out there. So I hope that's just a helpful perspective for you as you're getting into this. But when it comes down to it, if your whole game is monetization, please, even still, take the time to really give something of value to people out there, because that's what's going to last a long period of time. That's what's going to actually make people connect with you and like what you're doing. So if you're aware of how monetization works, or in this case in your analytics for studio here, you can see that it's called earn, and mine looks different now because of just actually being through this process. But if you click into yours and you haven't been monetized yet, you'll see two different tiers. Again, I talked about this a bit earlier, and a good thing to kind of mention is that there is a delay that I noticed on not so much the subscriber count, but on the watch hour count. It seems to be delayed by about a week or so. So just keep that in mind. Even though you have the watch hours in your main channel analytics page, it may not register yet on your actual earning tier page until about a week after. And then the same thing, I have this estimated revenue tab now, which wasn't there before, but they said, you could expect about 2 days of delay before you see that come through. So I'll keep an eye on that as well, but it sounds like there's a bit of a delay from real time to when you actually see that come through. anyway, I just wanted to give you that sort of update on just where things are at, and share this news with you, because it's not just me who got this to this point. It's you guys who have gotten here with me. So I thank you so much. Just everyone who has watched my videos, who subscribed, who have shared or liked, and all that stuff. Like, honestly, I'm so grateful to even have anyone that's watching my videos, and getting me to this point is just such an amazing thing, and a blessing on my life. So thank you, sincerely, thank you. And I'm always answering whatever comments come through, and taking suggestions, and hopefully I can continue to make content that's connecting with all of you for time to come. So I hope that this has been just a fun little update for you. We're going to see how things go over the next little while. I'll give you another update in my first month or so to show you what my estimated revenue is, and kind of break that down a bit as well. But yeah, I just thought this was a great chance to just share this with you, and enjoy this moment with you guys. And hopefully, if this is something that you're looking to do, that this has been helpful for you in your journey as well. So thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I'm glad to have you all here, and looking forward to see what else is going to come up in the future. Thank you again, and as always, love you guys.